And again, I've got these screenshots here, and it'll walk you through how to do it. Haven't done this in a hot minute, so we're gonna like fake our way through this and see what happens. So I've got SteamVR running. I've got it just permanently in my dock, or you can try to just run SteamVR from Steam. And it used to have its own dedicated button. I don't think it does anymore, which is kind of sad. Oh, there it is. So I've got it. Didn't see it on everyone else's. If you use SteamVR a lot, I think Steam will just be like, hey, obviously, here you go. So if I hit this button from Steam, it would launch SteamVR, but I don't have a headset hooked up. So we're going to have to fake some stuff. What we're trying to do is to go to the workshop and create, modify an environment. So if you launch it this way, half the VR stuff will be set up for you. If you try to launch the source and Hammer editor via something else, it'll be pre-configured for that something else. So we want to do it this way so that we're like, I don't know, 75, 80% done with having it VR built. It's awesome. So from SteamVR, I'm going to go to workshop, create, modify an environment, and then move that guy out of the way. So I've got a few of these here. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new one. So create empty add-on. And this will be, I don't know, level test 2025, call it whatever. Create that. And now I can see it sitting here. It's my new default. And if I hit launch tools, it'll fail on me. Oh, SteamVR failed on the initialization with error code, blah, 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 beep, bleep. Please verify that SteamVR is installed. So, okay, we can do that. So I'm going to come back here, same thing, workshop, create, modify. And I get this. And here's other ones I've built. And so yes, thanks, I know that. Appreciate that. With this, so if I show launch command line, this is what would get called when I hit this launch tools button. So copy all that. And what we want to do is take out a couple of things like VR and tools VR, and then we'll be able to launch this. So these are just parameters for the launching of Steam Tours. So I think I've got that copied. I'm just going to open terminal. Paste that in there, and then use my wonderful arrow keys. I think it's just these two. Again, it's been a minute. Take that out, take that out, and do not hit enter right in the middle there. Oops. Go to the end. Oh, that did something. Huh. I don't know what I messed up, why this isn't. And I think it was in quotes. And I didn't copy all of it. So yeah, I think that's on me. Let me see, we'll go back to this. Yeah, it was in quotes, and I forgot the first part of the quote. That was on me. I just copied it wrong. Yep, that probably would have been easier. Yes. Now that now that I've completely messed it all up, I appreciate everyone coming to my rescue after the fact. Good stuff. All right, so take those out. Yeah, it was the quote, and then that part again. There we go. Don't hit enter in the middle of it. Go to the end. Please and thank you. Well, let's see what I'm messing up. I wonder if something got moved. I'm gonna try an old one. So here's what my instructions are. Right, we're gonna do this. Go to the command or terminal or whichever. Uh, Paste that in. Remove VR and tools VR. That's what we did. Hit enter. It should have launched. I don't know why it didn't. Let me just make sure that some of my old ones do. So the other thing that I did is I copied this and I made a shortcut here. So that one works. So I don't know what I'm doing with the new one, but here's an old shortcut that I've used before, and it pulls up my tools. All right, so that part works. Let me just see what else I goofed up. Honestly, yeah. Just like get a mini fridge and just put the laptop in there and just sit in front of the whole thing. That might work. Oh, you know what I think I did wrong? Might have been that I was ended up in some PowerShell instead of actual. Trying this again. I hit terminal instead of command. Try this. Boom. Okay. So that launched. Let me go through what I messed up so that we don't have this eternally on errors. Where is it at now? No, she was hanging out. All right. So show command line. Copy all of that, including the quotes. And what I originally did was I looked for terminal instead of command prompt. My bad. I don't know what I was thinking. I think on the Mac it's just terminal. So that might be, yeah, I think I just got Mac and PC confused. So CMD. Windows R, CMD for command line. That'll get you where you want to go. Paste that guy in there. Take out the things. Start over again. Anyway. Huh? This or this. I just haven't let it finish launching yet because on other stuff. It's kind of, yeah, this just kind of sits there while it opens the asset browser. And you'll be tempted to close this. It'll close everything. So watch the asset browser go away. Everything went away. All right. I need to copy and paste this properly. Let's do this. Well, and that's why I've got this shortcut here. So finishing that up, this is the part we want. Create the shortcut on your desktop, go through the process once, right click on the desktop, new shortcut, literally paste in the command minus the VR stuff, and then we're good to go. So right now, get this back open. I know we're going super slow and squirrely. So I'm gonna take this out, the VR stuff, see if I can copy it all at once now. I'm gonna copy that. And then we'll go through the steps. So right click on this, new, shortcut, paste that in there. Call it 2025 test room. Okay, so now I've got this shortcut here. I will never have to go open command line, any of that. I can just double click this guy and it'll launch it for me. Side note, when we get to this point, we're great. We can get to the hammer editor. We can do cool stuff. We launched the tools without VR support. So we can save our stuff. We can pretend it's working, but if we actually want to hook up a VR headset and test it, then we need to not do it from that shortcut, right? We need to go back and launch it from here. So it's level test 2025. If I launch it from here with the VR headset already hooked up, then I can actually test it in VR.
You need Wi-Fi on both devices, or and secondly, can the charging cable function the same way as the extended cable, or does that not change?
When which one do you have? Which headset?
Three.
Three? Then you should be fine. Yeah. And whether you hook up via the Steam link inside the headset or via the Oculus link, if your computer will allow you to download and install it, which was another issue we found, you should be good to go. The Quest 2, it's a little goofier. We haven't had as much luck with that one. But Jack somehow figured it out. So anyway, we got as far as the asset browser. So we're good to go. We've opened the tools, but not really. So the Hammer map editor is where we need to build stuff. We've got a material editor. We've got a model editor. I haven't played with the particle editor yet because I'm the worst. Filmmaker I haven't played with. All this stuff. Really, these are the ones we need. If we're going to bring in, and we'll probably do that Thursday. Let's just for now use what Valve gives us. So if we're going to bring in our own models and textures, we'll use those guys. For now, we'll just use the Hammer editor here. So I'm going to hit Hammer. This is going to create just a new empty whatever. And I'm going to go to File, and then New. And now I've got the start of my world. One thing to note, it actually doesn't look too bad now. I've got notes here. This one. So these tools are old. These tools are old, people. Some of these tools are older than you. So the resolution doesn't always look right. And so if you get in there and you either have like text way too big, but you can't see anything else, or the text is too small and you can't read it, then hit that other page in our module for this, and it'll tell you how to adjust that, because their tools do not adapt well to our 4K and whatever screens without a little massaging. Anyway, so we hit from the asset browser, we launched the Hammer editor, and now we can just start finding stuff. So we've got block tools. We can just start creating things almost like Blender style or Unity Cube style. So I just make a block here. It like Pro Builder in Unity, it will come with a cool grid on it already. Yeah, amazing. And then we want to let's see about meshes. It's been a minute. Let me remember where everything's at. Entities. Evan,
Yeah.
you've been doing this a lot more recently than I have. Oh, there we go. There's my. See, there's so many windows. There's a models folder down here. But look at all these windows. It's ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, it just took me a while to find models. So it's down here. Here are some things that we get for free.
Yeah. For me, I use the entity, drag it in,
And then give it a.
then give it its prop dynamic or prop static, which I assume means if it's dynamic, you can pick it up and move it to static.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
But then from there, it'll give you the option to choose what model from there. And mine's less screens, but I don't know if you customize yours or.
I don't think so, but it's been a hot minute. Okay, so you just did. All right, there's player start.
Drag it in. You click on somewhere on the map.
Ah, yeah, there we go. You just click on it and it's there. So we created the player start. That's our whole deal for the VR headset. We're good to go there. Was it period? What was the navigating in here is so wonky. Center view on selection. There we go. So there's player start. We've got this super wonky low poly Half-Life Boy. And that's the stand-in for our player. There's our player controls. There's our player everything. We're good to go. He's there. Our models are down here, and we can change those, or Evan's doing it. I don't know, I wouldn't say backwards. They're all the same. He's doing it the other way. There's some hair. I don't know why you need hair. Yeah, they kind of do. Random things, headsets, tiki signs. Absolutely, you want some baseball caps up in there. So I'm just going to drag a baseball cap in, throw it on the ground. Oh, we don't have a ground. Even better. So you can build and move stuff here via that. I wish the windows were better. We got bookshelves. Put a bookshelf up in there. Yeah, it's not helping me much. Yeah, it's a fun mess. Except I'm not having fun. And then right click, center view on selection. There's my, there it was.
Are you able to like move yourself around the space here? Yeah.
So WASD is how I'm moving around, and then left click, right click, secondary click, and panning is how I'm moving around. And there's like, if we go to move something, it'll move along a grid. So let me just grab this guy. So I'm going to take this. My move tool's on. So if I move it, see it snapping to that grid? Right? So if I use my square brackets, I can change the grid size and then get more movement options, but it will snap to the grid no matter what. So if I make this like, there's my grid, it takes forever to move this guy around. So square brackets change your grid snaps. Again, this is a very weird tool. This was built by Valve. I'm really not sure. I want to go, let's go hang out at Valve's office. I want to go hang. I don't know if this is exactly what they use in-house or if this is just a version of what they use in-house for the modding community, but it's what they have. So it's their thing. Unless you're modding Valve games, you really don't even ever mess with this. But I have seen lots and lots and lots of portfolios of people who wanted to get into gaming, and modding something on Valve was like a huge part of their portfolio. And of course, we've seen Valve literally buy people. Buy projects and hire people.
Portal started out as a college project.
Yeah. Portal was a ridiculous college project. I think they showed it at DigiPen. That might have been where it came out of.
Portal was a college project, and then the shell stuff from Portal 2 was also a college project.
Oh, really? I didn't know that
that's
part.
Where that idea came from.
I've got somewhere on a CD-ROM that I burned. I've got the original college project for Portal called like Narboncular Drop or something. It's ridiculous. Valve prettied it way up, but they mastered, like the college team who got hired by Valve, they had figured out all the mechanics for working portals. So it was kind of cool. But anyway, so this is a thing we can do. It's Valve's tools. It's their playground. It's just something to say, hey, we published. It's an easy publish. So build your levels out with this guy. And if I had a headset, I could show you the differences. But watch this. So this, by default, when I brought in entity prop static bookshelf 001, it's a static prop. I can walk up to it. I can set things on top of it. I can't walk through it. I can't teleport through it. And I can't pick it up. But if I change its properties to be, it's in here somewhere. Oh, just the class right here. So if I change this class from prop static to prop dynamic, instantly it's something I can grab with my VR controller. I can pick it up. I can throw it against a wall. I can do the scaling thing. I can make clones of it with that one little laser gun. It just opens it up to lots of things. Now, you don't want your whole world to be dynamic because then they can just grab the floor and let themselves fall into the abyss. But anything that you want your player in these environments to be able to pick up, scale, throw, shoot at, whatever, just change the class to prop dynamic. Play with, I don't necessarily want to just beat this horse to death. I do want to space this out. So a lot of you are going to be making custom models in Blender. Great, do that. Thursday, we'll look at bringing those models in here. For now, everyone just start to get comfortable with the editor. And by everyone, I mean at least somebody from your team. Not necessarily, it doesn't have to be everyone. If someone wants to volunteer as a team member to be the hammer person, then everyone else can just play in Blender. That'd be fine. If you want to learn this skill set, volunteer on your team. We'll look at how to bring in custom models on Thursday. Cool. You need a globe right there on top of your. Huh? Yeah. Cheese textures? Yo. Yeah. Richard.
I would way much.
I don't think it would work without a player star.
Stuff.
And I do not know what he would monitor. I don't know if somehow it would just go through his object list and pick the first one with his player card, or what.
Well, it's
Good question. I don't know. Maybe an array of them.
Was there either you change the class, or I think it might just keep the models and have it, what's always working through that?
I was wondering if there was a way to control the attendance, but when I go out, it doesn't let me move around it. You guys, what if you only did have this with that part?
So it's
Did you say the work?
it's made for
Because I
VR.
thought you were, because when you said the work, I thought you were saying, we should work on stuff, and I was like,
There's no alternate.
I said the worm.
guys, what if we did work? I
So
mean,
it's
the work.
expecting VR interaction.
Also not the worm. That's the
No, I said the
wave.
wave. I said worm.
You go, you
I
did
mean
say.
the wave.
Well, you said the
These are
word the
what's
second
being
time.
You should definitely do the way.
Yeah, what are we supposed to do? It's the
I don't know.
source SDK.
Let's start that.
So parts of it.
I think he's dead.
And then you should roll it.
Also, when I'm trying to.
We got this. We got this. Ready?
Yes.
Hey.
I'm so sorry.
Was that like?
Breakable glass, theoretically, they should be able to throw something through it.
Well, they could do that.
How many of these pops don't necessarily feed into the store?
Right, I'm trying to launch my other thing and see what else I remember.
Is the
So you
is
go
there
to
a
the
source
SteamVR,
SDK?
look and see.
Hold on.
There's a live stream.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that. I guess I could stop that. What's
Only